Hi friends, this is tech expert Neil and you are watching howisolved.com. In today's video, I'll show you the shortlisted TVs that I'll be buying in the upcoming Amazon and Flipkart sale. So this TV I'll be buying for my own personal use. So I thought since I'm already doing the research, why not share the research with you people so that you can also benefit from it. So without wasting much time, let's get started. As you can see, this is my old TV. This is a really old TV that my father had purchased in 2009, and this is a Sony Bravia TV. It's a 40-inch LCD TV, and the issue that I'm facing at present is the line which I think it might not be visible because it's a black line. So as you can see in the white screen, the black line is clearly visible. So this started appearing around 6 to 8 months ago, and I'm expecting that this will further proceed and the entire display will be covered with this. So before that happens, I'm planning to get a new TV. So it will be a big upgrade. At present, this is a 40-inch TV. I'm planning to upgrade it to 65-inch. So it will be almost covering the full area of the wall. It will be perfect for our sitting room viewing. We have already got a very good experience with the Sony brand as it has lasted for more than 15 years. So with that experience, I have short list of 3 TVs, out of which 2 are Sony TVs and 1 is a new brand. So without wasting much time, let's look at the shortlisted TVs. So this is the number 1 on my list. This is actually a TV which was released in 2024. And as you can see, it's a Sony 164 centimeter 65-inch Bravia 2 4K TV. And the reason why I've shortlisted this TV from various TVs that I have done in the research is because I wanted a TV. As you can see, the number 1 priority is obviously the budget, but also the long lasting. So basically, we have got a very good experience with Bravia brand, Sony Bravia brand. So I'm expecting this TV will deliver on the same past experience. And also, I have done a research on all the Amazon reviews. So I've researched the rival brands like TCL and Hisense, and as well as the LG Samsung brand TVs, all in the same range. What I've seen is the total average review is high in Sony TV, that is 4.8. And but the reason for why it's high, I've researched, and negative reviews I've checked, like all the 1-star reviews I've checked, and very little people have complained about the picture quality for this particular model. Whereas in other TVs, the picture quality is also not that good, even the TV is in the same price range. But more importantly, apart from the picture quality, is the durability. Several people have complained, like for Hisense brand, the TV did not last even for 1 year, and they went for the customer care service because they provided 2-year warranty, and then also their problem is not being resolved. So this is a very common issue that I'm seeing in the reviews, that even if the brand provides 2 years warranty, they are not giving the customer support. Like they are just delaying the customer's time, and they are not doing actual replacement, or they are replacing it with another refurbished unit which has got some more defects. Like this particular case is with a TCL brand. So I'm not sure whether that's a normal trend or something like that, but this is what the customer reviews are at present on Amazon and Flipkart. So based on all this feedback and based on the technology also of the TVs, TCL 164 4K UHD TV, this is a mini LED TV. This particular TV model, which is the 65Q6C, is the best on paper, that is according to the technology. But on the performance is equivalent to the Sony's 165 TV that I had shown you before. The reason for that is not because of the higher hardware capability of the TV, but because of the Sony's software optimization. Sony's years of experience, they have nailed on the software optimization, that is upscaling technology. Like the most content that you view from your set-top box channel, TV channels, and also some of the OTT content nowadays also comes in SD format. So to upscale it from SD format to a big 65-inch TV, you need some kind of optimization, because if you just do normal upscaling, then it will be completely pixelated. So that particular optimization technology, the Sony brand has nailed over the years. In fact, even LG, Samsung cannot compare in the upscaling technology, that everyone agrees. But so my focus, as I already mentioned, this video I'm making for my requirements, and my number 1 requirement is for viewing channels. Like around 60% of the content that we view is SD. So I want a TV which can really upscale that content to 4K very beautifully. So even if this TCL 65QC, this has got several latest technology in it, but still the upscaling is not up to the mark. Apart from the upscaling, the color science also plays a very big role. And the color science, again, Sony has mastered it. almost equivalent will be the color science in both these models. But since this TV uses an HVA panel and this is an IPS panel, so the main problem with the HVA panel is the side viewing angles. You will not get the same colors and same sharpness in the side angles. So in my case, majority of the TV viewing is not directly dead center. Several seats are there which are quite in broader angle, like around 45 degrees angle. So in that scenario also, I want the TV to perform in the same manner, like from viewing from the right from the center. So this Sony will perform in that manner because of the IPS panel. IPS panel is costlier to the HVA panel. To reduce that color loss and brightness loss, TCL has used several technologies. Like first of all, from VA they have gone to HVA, and they have then added quantum dot. But even with all those technology upgrades, still the inherent technology problem of the HVA panel is still present. And I can find several comments in the reviews which highlight that there's a slight drop in the colors when you view it from its right angle. The best viewing angle for this is directly in front. So apart from that, another advantage of Sony is obviously the customer service and the build quality. The build quality of this TV, as per the reviews that I've analyzed, the percentage of the people who have complained that they have received a damaged unit or that unit got damaged after a certain particular amount of years. And this TV was launched way back in 2024. So there are sufficient amount of reviews. You can see that 12,065 reviews are there. And if you go into the review details, like out of 12,065 reviews, and how many people have complained, like given 1-star review, you can check. Only 3% of the people have given 1-star review. Whereas for this TCL brand, this is a new launch model, so we'll have to give that in consideration. So only 297 reviews are there, and the amount of 1-star review you can see is 11%. Not only that percentage, the reasons for giving 1-star is more important. The reason for giving 1-star in TCL is more about hardware failures and poor picture quality. And the reason for giving 1-star for Sony, software related, there are several software related complaints on this TV that I'll address later on in this video, how you can solve that problem. The second TV is also from Sony, and this is the upgraded model. This has been launched this year. This is again a 65-inch TV, but the model is Bravia 2 Mark II. So it's called 2, and there's a Roman 2 over here. So this is the brand name, you can see. So anyway, this, I do not consider the price of this TV quite good, because if you compare this TV with the old 2024 model, the entire hardware of the TV are same in the display segment. Only upgrades they have done in the connectivity section, that is the number of ports they have increased from 3 to 4, and they have also upgraded the Bluetooth from 5 to 5.2, but that is only incremental. It's not a very drastic improvement over the previous model. So they have marked the prices like 15,000 more. That's not a fair price. And now let's talk about the prices. And you can see at present, when I actually started the research, the price has increased. TCL was priced at 71,000. This has not changed. But the Sony TV's price has changed. This Sony Bravia 2, that is a 2024 model. This has changed. It was earlier 72,000. Now they have increased it to 76,000. But don't worry, the sale is coming, and this price is based on the GST rate of 28%, and the GST rate has been reduced to 18% from effective from September 2022. So, and that's when the sale is going to happen. So you can directly expect a 10% drop. That's if the brand gives the entire tax break to the customer, which I'm not expecting. But even if they give 5% of that tax advantage to us, and if you get some credit card discounts, I am expecting at least around 7,000 rupees reduction on the lowest price that was previously there in the Freedom Sale. And the Freedom Sale, it was priced at around 71,000. So 71,000 minus around 7,000, that's the conservative side. You can see if they really go above that, like if they get transfer more of the tax break, then you can get the best buy price I'm expecting at 60,000. So let's see what happens. But if 60,000 is this price and the sale, and if this is also priced like 60,000, since the price is the same and the tax break is equivalent for both of them, so they would be both price almost same according to me. Let's see what happens. But if the price is the same, like both are 60,000, then I would go for definitely for the Sony TV because of the brand, and because I already mentioned the superior software of the Sony. Not only about the upscaling, there is a motion blur issue in the TCL TV, and that is again addressed in the Sony's software. So even if when you watch cricket, for example, very high speed scenes like a player is catching a ball, then you will see motion blur. Whereas in Sony 2, you will see crystal clearly how the ball is being caught by the player. All the hand movement and all the ball movement, all of that will happen quite clearly. So that they have done it through software optimization, and that is missing in this TCL's TV. Apart from that, the mini LED TV also has got a one disadvantage which people do not talk about. Apart from the side viewing angle problem, the dark scenes, if you compare from the mini LED and this IPS panel, you'll see that the dark scenes, of course, the blacks will not be very black in the normal LED LCD panel screen, but you'll find all the detail. Not a single detail will be missing in the photo because of the optimization as well as because of the technology. In mini LED, if you do not provide as many local dimming zones, you can see they claim that they have got 512 local dimming zones, but that is for the largest screen model. For 65-inch, they have got around 300 local dimming zones. Local dimming zones are basically the how they can control the mini LEDs respect to each other. So they can reduce the brightness at a particular section. So the number of sections in which they can control are limited. So that is only 300 sections are there. So because of the limited number of sections, the dark scenes area will have very less light to show the details in that. Whereas in this, there's no such thing like local dimming zone. Everything is lit. That is a different thing, that you'll see light even in the black area that will cause the black to show as grays, but the details will be there. So that's a big advantage of using a normal LCD screen compared to a mini LED screen. So this is one disadvantage of this technology, and that is because they have reduced the number of local dimming. If you increase the local dimming zone, then this problem will be resolved. So these are the basically three models. And number one, as I already mentioned, number one will be Sony Bravia 2. Number two will be TCL's 65Q6C. And this model is also very good for gaming purposes because they have got higher refresh rate, and hardware is also quite good compared to Sony's. You can see the hardware. In this, they have provided 32 GBs of storage, whereas the Sony is 16 GB. And the RAM is 2 GB in Sony. They are not mentioned it officially, but is assumed to be 2 GB. And in this, it is 3 GB. So yes, the hardware, they have provided a very superior hardware, but that doesn't translate actually to the performance, as I mentioned before, because of the software optimization, which is it's lacking. And in this, the only advantage of this model is the software. That is the latest Bravia 2 Mark II model, that is the 2025 model, that you'll get the latest Google TV software, and they have made some incremental improvements in the technology. So now let's look at how we'll optimize the software, because we'll be buying a 1-year-old TV. So how we can get the performance of a brand new TV, that is a TV which is released in 2025. And this actually applies not for only a brand new TV or a old TV. This is for all smart TV systems. Like normally what nowadays happens, like all these are based on Google TV software platform, all of them, all three of them. So the software gets updated every month or every 6 months, 3 months. You get security patches. So in my advice is you simply disable those updates. Those updates will make the TV slower every time you update. And the reason for that is the TV manufacturers are not sitting there to optimize it every time when the Google pushes the security patches. So over time, they will just push the security update. They will not care about the software optimization, and the TV will lag behind. And the software patches will ultimately make the viewing UI experience very bad. This was not the case previously, where the TV was not smart from inherently. Like they had got the firmware, didn't get updated like every month. In fact, it didn't get updated ever once the TV comes from out of the factory. So to get the best of performance on the TV, keep the OEM software which comes with the smart TV. Of course, there will be disadvantage of that, like security. But in security, the weakest link is not the software of the TV. The weakest link is the people who are using it. So if you want to update something that will improve the security of the TV, that is, you update your knowledge about what all different threats are there. Do not install random apps on the TV. Do not click on random pages when you are browsing the web on the TV. you have to update yourself, because most of the problems of security happens from the human side. Like people manipulate you to do something, and very few of them happen because the security patches are missing in the TV. We have the number one criteria is the performance. Security should be in mind, but it should not overtake the performance of the TV. So basically, number one thing is you have to disable the updates. Number two thing is you have to use a smart TV streaming device like Fire TV Stick or Google's Chromecast. So if you do those two things, you will get the best software. That is, the Chromecast will get updated, and that update they don't push just like that without considering the optimization, because Google's Chromecast and Google's security team both got very good integration. So they'll optimize the software security patches based on the device, and Fire TV are also the same thing. So you will get the best fluid experience, even the security will be good. So both of the things, you'll get best of the both worlds. And the minor hardware upgrades that they have done in the 2024 version to come 2025 version, you'll get that also with the Fire TV Stick's latest version. So the Fire TV Stick 4K is the at present available in India. 4K Max is available in the US. So 4K, this is priced at 6,000 rupees, but again, the discount will happen, the sale will happen, and in that sale, you'll get it for around 3,500, almost 50% off. 3,500 is the normal sale price. So 3,500 plus this 60,000, approximately it will come around 63,500. But it will be much better than paying for 15,000 rupees, and then again, you'll get the slow TV after 1 year of security patches. So you go with this route and you'll get the best of both worlds. This is my advice if you are going for any smart TV. Basically, this can be applied on any smart TV, not only for this particular model. So I hope, friends, you like this informative buying guide for your smart TV, large smart TV, 65-inch smart TV in the upcoming Amazon and Flipkart sale. If you like this video, smack that like button, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, howasol.com. Thanks for watching, friends. See you later. This is Neil signing off. Bye bye.